What's up, big backyard people? Today's video is a little different. These are the annoying things about having a big backyard, about having a home on some acreage. I love it, you know I do, but let's be honest, there are some parts of it that aren't as dreamy as all the other parts, right? Now that's true for every type of property, but here in our big backyard, it's big enough that my kids are doing things out here all the time that I don't know about. So it's big enough that they can get away from you a little bit. For example, leaving the volleyball net right in the garden, and that may have been here for 3 weeks. I don't know. I haven't been back here for a couple of weeks because it's been really cold, but I come back here and I see that my kids have left stuff out here. Do I mind that much? No. But would I like it to be pristine and beautiful all the time? Yes, I would. A couple other things that have been annoying lately. I love my pond. I'm like obsessive about it, but it completely dried out last year. We had so little rain in DFW from spring through fall that pond was just a clay bowl in the ground. There wasn't any water in it. So all the snow and all the rain we've had in the last several months, it's about half full right now. So I'm starting to enjoy being back here and looking at it again. But that's a frustration when you spend the time, energy, and money to have a pond, and then it's only kind of half a pond because there's no water.
Why is there no water?
So there you go. There's a perfect example. The girls have obviously been out here making some sort of mud pies. They've been using what would appear berries off the bushes and unripened tomatoes from the garden that got waxed in a hard freeze. But I also love that. I love that my girls know they have the freedom to come back here and play, and I don't mind stumbling on that. But it is annoying that I didn't even know it was out here, so I'm finding out later that we could have tidied that up. How about this one right here? I built a very heavy-duty trellis so that I could grow hardy kiwi, and all you're looking at is a busted trellis and no hardy kiwi. There's so much room you can try all the things, which gives you room to succeed more, but you're also going to fail more. So, oh, sorry, camera lady Courtney, who's leaning on a dead tree. There's another annoyance. I try all these things, I plan all these things, and some of them just die. So I'm okay with that, but it is annoying. It's annoying to think there's a bunch of broken things. There's a bunch of incomplete things. There's a bunch of things that just aren't working out. Now the treehouse is almost exclusively positive. The kids love it. We built it out of leftover construction material. You want to see something else annoying? Do you? How about this? Tree fell.
Timber!
That happens when you have a big backyard and you have more trees fall. That one fell. We cut it up on the spot. I put it into a fairly neat pile, and what did I say? I'm going to haul that off in a couple of weeks. Well, it's been about 8 months, and I haven't done that yet because it's back here, and out of sight can be out of mind. And so, is that an annoyance? Yes. Do I mind that much? Not really. But if you got a big backyard, the further back you go, the more that stuff's going to happen. While I'm picking on myself, let's do some more. If you can see on the small pond back here, about 5 years ago, someone offered me their cast stone waterfall. I was like, heck yeah, we'll use that. So we put it back here on the small pond. We ran a plumbing line to it, and then we've done literally nothing with it for the last 5.5 or 6 years. Now, at some point we will, but again, one of the annoyances of an acreage property is that you can get some real distance from your everyday activity. We call this Zone 5. If you haven't seen our Zones video, go check that out on the channel. But things like that, unfinished projects. I've got the space and the excitement to start 1 million projects. And then a lot of them are unfinished. But there's also some really cool stuff. We planted some more crepe myrtles last year. I planted several more fruit-bearing trees that have done fairly well, and we think are going to do really well this year when they come out of dormancy. So it's not all bad news. As a matter of fact, it's almost all good news, but there are some annoyances. There are currently 2 watering buckets in that pond. And I just found that out today. And the reason for that is the wind blows and everything moves, and then it takes a week or 2 to figure out what all moved. Dead tree in the back corner, tree leaning over here, those all annoy me. I still love it, but it's annoying me. There's things that I started over here to be able to pump water out of the pond and irrigate stuff over here that is mostly complete, but not all the way complete. I planted a grapevine at the bottom of that tree hoping that it would grow up. It didn't. It just died. That's annoying. Oh, look, there's a welcome sign laying in a pile of brush.
Welcome where?
In my eyes, this is all terrible. In most of our guests' eyes, it's dreamy and magical. The truth is probably someplace in the middle. This is a cottonwood tree. It's almost illegal to plant these in most places. A couple weeks a year, it's just bombing everything with little cotton seeds. I actually love it, but that's annoying to a lot of other people. So when you have the space to start all these projects, especially in wintertime, but there seems to always be something unfinished. There's always the thing that you know is not done or that's not doing well or that you haven't gotten to yet. I would tell you do it anyway. I would tell you it's completely worth it. I would say get the space, get as much land as you can reasonably afford and somewhat manage. I'm not managing this exactly precisely 100% the way I'd love to, but our family is loving it. We're hosting a ton. People that come here feel safe and encouraged and loved, and that's the dream and that's the prayer. So when I look over here at the play set and I say, oh, look, that pile of brush was going to get burned about 3 months ago too and still hasn't, I just kind of laugh because the kids enjoy it. When the fire pit's going, they go grab something and throw it over there. I need to restain that play set. I've been saying I was going to add a new 4x4 crossbar under that swing beam right there. Haven't done it. I will get to it. I'm not mentioning all the things that we actually have done. I'm just pointing out that if you're not careful, you can look at a big backyard and you can say, man, there's so much work, there's so much to mow, there's so much to upkeep, there's so much burden. And the reality is some of that is true, but the trade-off is totally worth it. Now, there's a bunch of unripe tomatoes because I ripped out the tomato bushes that died in the last freeze. I threw them in the fire pit. We haven't cleaned that up yet. Truthfully, I like to leave it for the birds. I like to create the wildlife and keep it going around here. Berry bushes got cut back more than they were supposed to last year, so that cost us a year, and they're coming back this year. We should have golden raspberries, red raspberries, black raspberries, and blackberries all over the place. So I could keep going, y'all. There's always something incomplete. There's always the next thing to be done. There's always 5 more ideas and seemingly not enough time. But when you're dreaming up how to serve your family, how to encourage and live with and sharpen and enjoy your friends and your neighbors, do it. Get the house with the big backyard. Get a few acres. Let us know how we can help. If you haven't bought it yet or you want to create it, contact me below. My phone number and website are below. We don't just make videos. We help people buy and sell and create and improve and enjoy their homes on acreage, on land with the big backyard. And we do neighborhoods too. I'll talk to you on the next one.